What's up, you guys? How are we today? I've had some questions of like, what exactly is it? I posted a video, but live seems to go better. So I wanted to answer those questions for you. So it's 10 days. Some of you have maybe already given up on your resolutions. Maybe you didn't even start them. Maybe you're like, I don't know how to take the next step towards, hi Tom, take the next steps towards like really where you want to go and what you want to do with your life, right? So when we did this first 10 day, we did it in November, and the whole idea really was we want to start from the inside and then move out, which is what Shift is. And so the 10 days are a really great way for you kind of to like deep dive into all the parts, right? So the 4 parts of Shift are going to be feeling. And so a lot of times people don't understand what we mean when we say feeling. So what is feeling? Feeling is really developing emotional and visceral intelligence so that you can understand the sensations that your body is giving you. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that if you have a sensation that maybe you call anxiety, it's understanding like, what is that sensation? What is it there to tell you? It's taking away labels of, is it good? Is it bad? Is it right? Is it wrong? And just saying, well, I'm having these sensations. What is that here to teach me? What can I do with it? Right? It's learning to actually feel our feelings, to understand that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be upset. It's great to be happy. It's like that all of these things get to exist in our human condition because they're part of who we are. But most of the time, you guys, what we find for most people is that we push it away, we avoid it, we eat our feelings, we numb our feelings, we drink our feelings, we do all these other things instead of feeling them because we're not really sure what to do with them if we feel them, right? Because we have all these stories and all these things that go with it, right? So it's learning what is your emotional intelligence, and once you raise that, you're going to have this crazy understanding of yourself, and then you're going to know, like, what do I really need to do to take care of myself? Because really what we want to do in Shift is teach you, like, the best self-care on the world, because when you're doing self-care and you're putting yourself first and you're understanding yourself and you're being curious, then everything in your life gets better. Your health is going to get better, your fitness is going to get better, you're going to be better at your job. Hopefully you're going to uncover your passion in life and you're really going to be driven to go do the things, right? So that's feeling, is understanding what is your intuition telling you, what is your body telling you, how do you get connected to your body, because most of us are very disconnected from those sensations. And then the second piece is focus. And so that's really like understanding that what we focus on expands. So not just mindsetting your way into things, but understanding that your brain is super powerful. Also understanding how your brain plays into your life and how that's connected to your body, right? Feeling and focus are so connected. They're not like you feel something and then you think something, right? It doesn't work like that. So it's understanding what are the stories that are playing in your head? What are the thoughts that are playing in your hair? What is it in your hair? What do those sensations mean? So it's understanding of how do we get our brain and our bodies going in the same direction and working for us and not against us, because so often our brain has a fear thought, our body's like, oh yeah, that's a bad choice. Your brain's like, see, I told you. Your body's like, heck yeah. And then all of a sudden you're over here, when really it was just a little bit of resistance that you should have been like, oh yeah, that's a little bit scary. And maybe that makes me nervous. Ooh, and that feels really big, but I need to do this thing, right? So those are those 2 pieces. The other 2 pieces are nourishment, not dieting. You guys know I'm against dieting. I fought that battle for 25 years. It doesn't help you. But what we want you to understand is that almost everything starts in our gut. So how do we start to understand our own system and what's going on? How do we heal our gut? How do we actually start to understand how our bodies work, right? Because your body doesn't work the same way that my body does. Maybe you can do greens. Maybe you can do dairy. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's some days you just don't care. You like this shadow? How you're feeling, but you want to be able to know that and not make it a guessing game, right? I feel like I thought this forever was that it didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter how many things I tried. My body would never respond the way I wanted it to. And for me, I was globally inflamed, right? This happened 10 years ago when we went paleo. I was globally inflamed. I was underfed. Like I had so many things going against me because of all the dieting and all the restriction and all the stuff that I had done that we don't, like our bodies don't have a fighting chance, okay? So for the 10 day, it's 10 days just to help reset your gut, but more than anything to help you understand yourself. Like what does happen when I eat certain foods? Why don't I want to eat other foods? Like why do I not eat all day? Why, like what's going on there, right? And that goes with the emotional piece, right? Because we all know that food is not just nourishment. Like it'd be awesome if it was, but we know it's not. A lot of us don't know the difference between physical hunger, emotional hunger. Like we don't eat, right? That was my thing. Like if I was stressed, I just didn't eat. And I know there's a ton of you that do that. And subconsciously we think like, well, maybe this will finally get me the external outcome that I want. It'll get me the body I want. It'll get me the whatever, right? And it's like, again, they're all working together. So, and then the last piece is going to be, it's funny, my phone is just like uploaded. I'm like, what's uploaded? Anyway, and then the last piece is going to be movement, right? And so Obviously, we own a CrossFit gym. This 10-day is not an in-person thing. So what we want you to do is we want to help you identify what movement feels good in your life, right? Is that CrossFit? Is it yoga? Is it stretching you do in your living room, right? Is it dance? Is it whatever it is? What feels good in your body, and what do you want to be doing, right? Because yes, we love CrossFit. That's awesome. But I also stretch every single day, right? Like, I'm not here to tell you that anything is perfect. It's whatever feels good to you and feels fun and makes your body feel better and gets you towards your goals, right? So we want to help you really identify like what movement works in your life. How does it make you feel? Again, it's something that we want you to want to do, not something that you have to do. So that's really kind of the gist of the 10-day. We've got 10 spots left for this challenge. So we start in 2 days. The process basically, you guys, is you're going to get, you'll be in a private Facebook group, but you'll get a video from us every day, just teaching, right? Teaching you about meditation, teaching you about slowing down, downshifting, which is our slowing down process. It's teaching you, how to set intentions. It's journaling. It's bringing awareness, right? So a video every day of us coaching. If you watch my lives, you know Brandon and I like to talk. So it's just 10 days of stuff. You'll have them. You can go back and watch them. As you grow, the stuff's going to be like, oh yeah, I think they said that, right? I have a client that I've been working with for about a year. And she said to me the other day, she goes, I know it's going to be crazy, but I realized this thing. And she, is basically, she's been coming from fear instead of love. And, it's like, it took a year for her it to really fit into this place in her life. So we want to teach you as much as humanly possible. Okay, yes, we're going to give you a nourishment plan, and that's what everybody kind of focuses on. Yes, it's going to help reset your gut, but what we want to do is really get you to understand that you're a science project. So we're going to give you that nourishment plan. We're going to help you actually get natural energy instead of having to focus on caffeine and energy drinks and do all that kind of stuff, right? So we want to help you create a healthy relationship with your mind, with your body, with your gut. In those 10 days. Okay, so you'll be in the live Facebook group. There's links for recipes and nutrition and movement and all that kind of stuff. We'll go in there live a couple times just to talk to you guys as questions come up. We'll run a couple live calls in those 10 days. Oh, it's amazing. Literally, these 10 days can change your life. So many of us have these self-sabotage limiting beliefs that that you don't want to start anything because you don't think you can finish. Well, I guarantee you guys, you can do 10 days, right? And the beauty of this is there is no way to fail it, right? There's literally no way to fail this. If you don't get through the 10 days or you feel like you didn't do enough, you can always go back and rewatch the stuff. You are in a learning process. It's a journey, but we want to give you as much as humanly possible in 10 days. Hi, Christine. Christine will tell you she did it last time and it was epic. It was life-changing. So if you're thinking about it, if you're on the fence, don't wait. Sign up today. We'll close registration on the 15th. So it's $47, you guys. Think about how much money you spend on silly things, on coffee, on things that probably aren't even serving you. What if you take 10 days, learn more about yourself than you maybe did all of last year? And really set 2020 into, this is just fun, into being the best year of your life. So if you have questions, let me know. I'll drop the link in here. Go get signed up. If you grab a friend to do it. It's more fun that way. We can't wait to help you guys and really just see what you can learn in the next 10 days. So hope you guys are good. I'll talk to you soon.